Gusto na yata siya. Yes, yeah. Kasi nga Michael nga youtube.com. Alam ko na kung bakit. Wait lang ha.
I'd appreciate it if you guys just don't abuse, this mod menu and just go around just killing everybody, just spawn trapping them and everything like that. Because of course, people are still. Is this folder in your downloads?
Kaya yung trainer.
What's up guys, Jordy here, and welcome back to another video. Now, I thought I would make the first, installment of a series that a lot of people have asked me for, and that's how to get part of the recoil, where you end up getting, recoil patterns like this, that, relative to random recoil takes over, is a thing called ADS FV, which
ADS field of view. ADS. Sa video yata ta. ADS field of view. Down size field of view.
which is obviously aim down sight field of view. This is something I recommend having on, where
Oo natin to.
when you have it on, it keeps your normal field of view the same when you're ADS, whereas you have it off, it zooms you in a little bit more. Now, while you can still control recoil like this, it is a lot harder, especially if you're new to the game or not used to controlling recoil, so this is something I'd recommend having on. It helps a lot with the consistency of aim and just keeping everything consistent from your FOV to your sense feeling a lot the same as well. Wherever you have it off, it feels a lot more faster than it probably should do. Then another thing is field of view. This kind of works the same, like, let's say it's at 80. You can still control recoil, but it gets to the point where it is a little bit harder and it's not as tighter as the middle one, which is the max FOV field of view. Turn all these off because they just clutter your screen as well, so I'd recommend all these being off. Then, another key setting a lot of people always forget is the soldier aim ratio. Now, this, I'd recommend trying this as your general ADS sensitivity. So mine used to be 64%, but it's now 76, just because I've been playing a lot of different multiplayer games and this feels to be the match for me. But something I'd recommend is trying to keep this the same as your ADS. So mine's 64% because that's what it used to be, and it's just something I've gotten used to over the years. Otherwise it would be on 76, but for me it feels way too fast and I end up bouncing up and down a lot. So if your ADS is, let's say, 62, put it on 62. If it's 50, put it on 50. I wouldn't really, for this, go below 50%, otherwise it starts getting a lot slower than it should be. So anything above 50 to anything between, should I say, 50 to 100 is a good match. I try it, make it match your ADS, and you'll probably have a lot more success in terms of recoil control. Now, in terms of actually controlling recoil, it is one of the more difficult things in this game, considering most of it is random to a certain extent. You generally just want to pull down on your stick as much as you can. That will help you control, as much vertical recoil as possible, but you will still get a lot of side-to-side spread. Now, controlling that is a whole nother lesson in itself, but you can generally try to predict your random recoil, but then you will sway on your up and down, where it is a little bit more tighter in terms of a circle. So you can just, what I tend to do is, it's hard to show you because I don't really have a controller cam or a good quality camera to show you this, but I'll try to explain it as best as possible. You generally want to pull down your stick about halfway. Anything more than that will make you end up shooting down like this, which I can show you now. So yeah, I'll show you on the wall here. Anything, I would say, anything more than like 50%, you'll end up going down like that. See, now that's something you may experience in your game, and that's something that you don't really want to do, is you go from shooting from, chest to head height to shooting like at the knees. So anything, I would say, anything you want to like do it, not even like 50% to a point, you just want to slightly put pressure down on your thumbstick, and that's where your soldier aim ratio setting, which I showed you at the start, comes into tact, and you get like a nice circle where aim assist will help you a lot more as well. And then once you master the vertical, that's where you can control your horizontal recoil. But like I said, it's still not much, not much better in terms of spread. Like here, it's a little tighter, but then it kicks out to the right. So that's something that you'll never, not even me, not even Max, not even anyone can get used to in this game, just because it's totally random. But in terms of like vertical, where like if you pull down too much, it goes like that, and then obviously if you don't pull up, if you don't pull down at all, it just goes up like that. So I'd rather have this and that than this and that. But if you have any questions in terms of the settings involved in getting the recoil,
Welcome, soldiers.
or any
By
questions
now, I
you
hope
have,
you feel more
thumbstick,
comfortable with all the tools
there's
available
also
to
like
you.
left stick
Here
aim,
you
but
will be able to gain more
that's for another
experience and
video in
practice
terms of
at
how
your
to
own
improve your aim,
pace.
which I will be planning on doing
Do
in
so at
terms
your
of
leisure.
improving your aim
Use
and
any
also your
equipment you
positioning
find
as
in the
well. But I
area.
thought I would do the recoil setting side first, just as a base, in this like how to get better at Battlefield kind of series that I'm thinking of doing. But like I said, if you have any questions or you want to see any tips and tricks similar to those that I've mentioned, let me know in the comments. But thanks for your view, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.
Hello guys and welcome to some BF5 sniper gameplay. Now I don't usually post a full sniper gameplay, obviously you see clips every now and again for B-roll if I'm talking about news or whatever, but this is a game of breakthrough on ArmA. I'm trying to improve my sniping, and what I mean by that is trying to just
Soldier sprint. Hold. Vertical flight. Mouse aim sensitivity. Try natin to. Tandaan lang. Ano yung coefficient ito? Gameplay. $100 yata. 100. Okay. Try natin yung Bren gun. Coefficient. Controls. Coefficient 0. Uniform vehicle aiming. Sa ano yun pala yan? PS4. Soldier aiming. Jaws. Advance. Coefficient. 0, 0. Left, right. Left, right. Possible to 0. Turn on, turn on. 0. Soldier aiming. Oh, man. Cross controls. Gawin natin kaya ito 50. No recall tayo. So, no recoil. $50-50. 50-50. 20. Soldier. Tapos boss. $20. Ano yung master yung recoil? Yan. Tingnan lang. Gameplay. Advance. $150. Wala. Mukha natin 20. Para magkakasya. Ano to? Pang console. Console pala ito. Manual aim and aim assist. $50. 50. FOB. Sa video. Okay. Sa video. Ah, 105 ako. $79. Ads. Field of view. 105. Ads 105. Ads 105. Mataas pa din eh. Hindi yan eh. Ah, custom stock. Wait muna tayo. Try natin bumili ako ng mga baril na ano. Nakakabili ng baril eh. Pang upgrade. Armory. Weapons. Hindi. Company. So specializations. Quick aim. Ano yung sa MP40? Sa medic yun, diba? Medic. velocity, barrel bedding, custom stock. Wala, rank 4 pa eh. Baka sa ano, sa replace weapon natin to sa MP40. Shmaisa. Specializations. Available siya sa rank 3. Custom stock. Accuracy. Specializations. Quick aim. Quick aim. Oh, yan siya. Specializations, quick aim lang. Quick aim. Support. Ayan, marami na sa support yan eh. Specializations, quick aim. Wala pa. Naubos yung pera ko dito. Quick aim. Quick reload. Okay, equip na lahat yung tangke ko rito. Gusto ko sa Corsair. Specializations. Vehicles, Sherman. Greyhound. Expertise in building weapons. Grind lang ako ng grind kasi. Improve accuracy. Itin natin yung Battlefield 5 pa rito. Kasi tumatak siya yun. to increase. Morning, Megan. Ay, dyan na pala si Mami. Good morning. Menos 30. Ha? Opo.
Kunin mo ako. Kunin mo sa natin. Tsaka yung check. Check.
Mami, punta bedsheet mo.
Pati ang kay may kakatingin sa'yo. Tatanggalin na yung ano.
Dali lang.
Ano ba yun?
Daming inuutos na Megan.
Bakit ang unang ay dinala? Hindi naman unang ang lalabhan. Hindi naman unang ang lalabhan, di ba? Lalabhan din. Lagi ang unang dili sa kwarto mo. Hindi naman lalabhan ng una. Kung dala. Yan, dala yan. Doon. Lalabhan ay punga. Doon sa bedsheet. Ay, sa bedsheet. Sa bed mo. Sa bed mo. Bed mo. Bed, kwarto mo. Huwag nawawala sa sarili. Bakit? Ano, Lods?
Name, Rico, place lang. Yeah. Wala.
Strictly close range. Just practicing aim in center mass. I think you'll be good to go for like accuracy wise and increasing your accuracy. Another thing I mentioned earlier about the recoil, you know, being tied to the site and, you know, how it affects playstyle. You know, keeping the site as smooth as possible as you can. You know, like, for example, like a sort of stop and start playstyle works kind of well. You know, keeping that movement to a minimum to keep the site, you know, as smooth as possible. Now, it's something I could go into a great detail about, but, you know, for time's sake, you know, hopefully this is a good summary of what to do and how to increase your accuracy in Battlefield. Let me know if you like a sort of part 2 on play styles in regard to how it changes the color of the hit markers to show that you to find your sensitivity, which goes into a bit more detail. I've mentioned about the gunplay, you know, I've mentioned about the recoil in this game, the play styles of weapons, using them to their strengths, you know, talk about how to use specialization. Hey guys, discuss or give my thoughts on and when you set to on, when ADS in, it will scale to your FOV. When you here to demonstrate, so when set
Adds field of view. Adds field of view. Anong kinalalabasan nito?
to off, the ADS scales to the FOV of 55, regardless of your FOV. So you will have a zoom when you ADS, essentially. And when you set to on, when ADS in, it will scale to your FOV you're currently using, or not scale, if that makes sense. But they do have their disadvantages and advantages, which we will go into now. The center off, it will scale to the FOV of 55, and you know, some of the disadvantages and advantages of this, you know, with that extra zoom, it will increase the visibility at range, you know, kind of favors sort of angle holding style of play. Like if you're a player that likes sort of playing angles, positioning, might be preferential to run ADS FOV off. I'd say this is like a disadvantage, but it's the same. Another sort of disadvantage. Okay, so we're going to go on to ADS FOV on and where you might want to use that. So when you ADS with ADS FOV on,
View. Hmm.